Hello and welcome to Baja Medical. We offer stem cell therapy in Baja, California, Mexico. And we're going to talk about umbilical cord stem cells. These are stem cells that we use in many of our protocols. Firstly, what is cord tissue? Cord tissue is the insulating material, commonly known as Wharton's jelly, surrounding the vessels of the umbilical cord. And why does Baja Medical use cord cells? Well, due to the potency of these cells, we offer protocols involving the administration of many hundreds of millions of cord tissue-derived stem cells. These contain mesenchymal stem cells, which have the unique ability to rapidly divide, regenerate, and differentiate themselves into a wide range of cell types. These powerful cells are showing great potential in clinical research for conditions affecting cartilage, muscle, and nerve cells. The cord tissue can contain millions of different types of stem cells that goes on to form a person's nervous system, sensory organs, circulatory tissues, skin, bone, cartilage, and more. Cord tissue is rich in mesenchymal stem cells, also known as MSCs, which can be used to help heal, regenerate, and treat a variety of conditions. Mesenchymal stem cells have shown the ability to avoid a negative response from a person's immune system, allowing the cells to be transplanted in a wide range of people without fear of rejection. These transplants vastly increase the body's natural healing abilities and have a strong anti-inflammatory and immunosuppressive response. Furthermore, mesenchymal stem cells decline with age, as does their robustness. The decline starts around age 20 and progresses as one gets older. Mesenchymal stem cell robustness is determined by a few main factors. Firstly, the rate at which they multiply or double, the amount of trophic factors they produce, the rate at which they deteriorate. For all of these reasons, mesenchymal stem cells are more potent when they come from younger persons. This is why mesenchymal stem cord cells taken from healthy young persons are far preferred. Scientists have found that umbilical cord-derived mesenchymal stem cells are more potent than those taken from bone marrow and adipose fat from adults. Taken from umbilical cord tissue, it has been established that cord cells are more robust than those taken from the bone marrow and adipose of older individuals. And this is, of course, one reason why we like using them. Let's talk about the other advantages of cord tissue cells. One great advantage of cord tissue cells is that they can be transplanted into patients without any fear or great fear of rejection. Because there are no blood products involved in the cord cells, we use these cells since they are immune privileged. This means that they don't have markers on them that would trigger an immune response in the patient's body. Thus, they do not have to be HLA matched or matched to a particular donor, as is the case with blood products. Cord cells are thus generally considered to be safe. Along with all adult stem cells, including those derived from bone marrow and adipose fat, no significant safety issues have been reported through clinical trials and through clinical use thus far. Researchers and treating doctors are satisfied, in fact, that they are extremely safe. The only reported side effects being short-term cases of nausea, fatigue, etc., as is associated with all medical procedures. Now, it's important to contrast this situation with embryonic or fetal cells, where there are fears that these cell types are potentially tumorigenic, that is, they can evolve into tumors. Due large part to this, researchers and regulators tend to be wary of fetal stem cells and focus on other stem cell types such as cord, bone marrow, and fat. This is one reason why we at Baja Medical do not use embryonic or fetal stem cells. Another question is there any chance of getting contaminated from a disease in the cells? The answer is no. Once more, because there are no blood products involved that could cause this to happen. So how do we obtain the cord cells we use? Firstly, all of the umbilical cords that we use are legally obtained and are processed by licensed laboratories. The cords come from healthy, disease-free donors who consent to their use. Cord tissue contains living cells. The tissue found inside donated umbilical cords, notably Wharton's jelly, contain millions of undifferentiated stem cells. These cells are then treated in a laboratory so that they are multiplied and replicated in greater quantities. This process is called cell expansion. Through expansion, a few million stem cells can be converted into billions of cells, ready for use in treatments. In order for these cells to be cultured and expanded, they have to be viable when extracted from the cord tissue. Furthermore, the cells used for treatment are tested for viability prior to their application to the patient to ensure that their quality and quantity are correct. So, how are these stem cells stored? Well, these cells are cryogenically preserved in a protective solution at minus 150 degrees Fahrenheit. This resembles the methods used to preserve ovules and or sperm for future use in fertility procedures. Prior to their application, of course, the temperature of the cells are brought to the correct temperature for infusion into the body. If you have any questions relating to these issues, please contact us at our website, which can be found at www.stem-cells-mexico.com, or better still, call us at +1 619 344 0565. And thank you very much for listening.